Hi guys, I'm over there, and we are here on pre-release on the experimental snapshot. I probably should have checked the number before making this recording, but editing L will probably put it in the editing. I hope. But anyways, we are here with all this new Skulk stuff, the beautiful Warden, and the reinforced tip slate, because we are doing building tips using the new Skulk stuff to do even more interesting things. So without further ado, let's jump right into today's building tips. So starting off, you might be looking at this pretty weird. As you can see, we have a magma block and well, what is this? I don't remember soul magma being added in the last snapshot. Well, it wasn't. This is actually packed ice mixed in with some skulk vein to make this beautiful thing. And if you end up incorporating it into a biome, you can easily do a transition from a magma thing into a soul valley, or even do a fiery place. And then to bring even more life, you can just add some wither roses, personalized tree maybe, more fire and lava scattered around, and you will get yourself a beautiful Soul Valley transition. But obviously that's not the only details here, as it might only be me, but when I look at this thing, at the reinforced tip slate, I really just feel like this looks like a spinal column. Seriously. I don't know why, but I look at this and I feel like I'm looking at the spinal column. And so I added it these cracked bones, and actually I don't think it's that bad. As you know, this is supposed to be the spinal column. But anyways, so this was the very first thing. This video is going to be very short because I wasn't really able to find a lot of details using these things, but this is our first, and I hope you liked it. Also, detail on the tree, almost forgot about it. Adding the crimson nylium with the crimson plenty things roots. You can actually do this cool little trick where it looks like some leaves are coming off. Giving it a little bit more 3D can always be pretty cool. But now, going to the next and unfortunately last detail of our video. As you can see, we have this room. It is supposed to be something like this side here, and even the other one in the out the back would actually be, you know, inside of the room. You know, this will be a corridor, something. But if we enter in and close the windows using the beautiful redstone circuit that I'll show in a bit, we can just go sleep in our beautiful bed and look at the shiny sky, at the shiny stars night sky with the beautiful moon in the middle. But obviously another thing that we can do, because that's not the other thing, would be to, instead of having just the ceiling, have the floors and even the walls, the walls and even the floors with this. Make it all night in here. A beautiful star night inside of your room. Wouldn't that just be pretty? Now obviously, that would mean that these windows are kinda useless now, because, you know, just covering them up. But you can now get this beautiful star walls that will look something like this. But to add even more to it, we can get the Skulk catalyst, because it actually has a slightly different texture. As you can see, it has those little grey stars that we don't have. Therefore, just mix that up here and there. Obviously, pretty difficult block to get, but Imagine having that. And they even light your room up ever so slightly. So you could just have your room and you could even remove the small thing and still have some light inside because of this. And that is just beautiful. So if I now try to sleep, if I now come on. If I now try to sleep, you will see this beautiful, completely dark room with stars all over the place, which, in my opinion, look pretty good. And now for the Redstone Circuit, let's just quickly break this wall open, because if you look at this, as you could see before, we had this moss carpet. Well, of course, to make it look natural, I had to expand it a bit. But if you just remove it all, you will see that under here we have a pretty interesting system. Now, the way this system works is basically the lever is powering this stream of redstone that will go over here, connecting to this repeater that will go into this block. This block will then deactivate this redstone torch, which will close the door. If you look at this, when that is open, the door is opened. But when we turn the torch off, the door closes. That's because the redstone signal is going into it. Then, to not go crazy, I could have just, done this. But instead, I went through the repeater way, and the truth, which actually means that this door is going to be, that all of these doors are going to be slightly late compared to this one. Then we have repeater into that one, and into that one. And then we have another stream of repeaters that goes into that one. Which means that if we go inside of here and get our windows, we can then have this. As you can see, the doors don't close properly and don't open properly, but it's still a cool little detail that is easy to make, as all the materials are just redstone torches, repeaters, and some redstone, as well as the fact that your door has to be on a block so that the redstone torch can actually power that block. But I think this was all for today. I am afraid this video is gonna be way shorter than most building tips videos, but since it's 1.18.2, I think, not sure. But since this is a Deep Dark special video, unfortunately I wasn't able to get much more details out of the items, because the skulk things don't seem like they have a lot of use except for being skulk and the use that they already have in the Deep Dark caves. So what that means is that this was the video, and I hope you like it. If you think I forgot some detail that you find important or interesting, then let me know in the comments and I might try to do a video about those. But that is obviously for the future. So until then, I'm Melody. Over. Pew. My voice was awful. Also, did it burn? I don't know. Actually. End of video experiment. Does the reinforced deep plate. Block that can be moved by pistons but cannot explode, not even by a wither. Can it burn? Yes. Yes, it can. Well, goodbye.